get my ass full 2 weeks in a row. Last week was about stinky ass balls and whether you would tell your partner if she stink or not. This week, I just want to give him a full blown ass full. Chugga chugga. Episode 6 behind the podcast. Hey, babe.
That was not really.
You button up your pants and you're not just sitting here with your ass
Nope.
out? That's some bullshit. That's just straight like a fat person. We don't know no better. Look, she ain't like that shit. Last week she said, with your big head ass.
Fat person. So now I'm a fat stinky for. Oh, that's just what they call fat people.
Let me ask you this.
They be saying fat people stink.
Let me ask you this.
I be stinking and I'm fat. So I just go with the stereotype. That means it's true.
How you feel about that?
You just disrespectful as fuck. Fuck you. Fuck. How you feel about that? Fuck.
Let me see if I can see into your future.
Your ass ain't in it. So
No,
you fucking playing with me.
I'm not. It's like a crystal ball. Shut up. Fucking asshole. Why you trying?
How a fucking asshole? You the one started this shit. Yes.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
You be choosing violence.
That's a learned behavior. There was once upon a time where I felt like you was consistently choosing violence. And you got mad at me that I ain't pay your ass no more.
We both can't choose violence.
I don't pay your ass no more anyway.
That's the problem.
How? How is that a problem?
You don't pay me no man.
Well, specifically in moments like this where you just was sitting there, trying to stir up some issues about us being fat, and fat and stinky too.
Because you the one said it. You said what happened, and that's just what it gave, and it made me think about stuff that people be saying.
Well, listen, there used to be this saying. I mean, people don't care about it no more. Cause listen,
What was the saying?
People's words are always hurting them. Sticks and stones, words should never hurt. That's what the saying was. I got something every week.
It took me a minute to be like, that's what the fuck he about to say. No, I was saying to myself, like, please don't listen.
What's wrong with that?
Fuck he about to say.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. But it's the truth. You know, sometimes, though, people will allow you to throw words and you got to pick up a stick and hit them with it.
Words be cutting deep.
Yeah, I know. The same way they cut deep last week when you tried to strangle that boy. You right about that one, buddy. You damn Skippy. You are a perfect example of a person that don't follow those rules.
It was that
words always hurt, and they hurt deep. You just heard her say it.
You said that's what people said. That's what people would say. That does not mean that that's what everybody's supposed to feel or go along with.
Look at her trying to clean it up.
I'm just saying. Just because somebody says it does not mean that's what you gotta go with. That's just like just because somebody jump off the bridge. You want to jump off the bridge? Ain't that what people say?
Well, we know you are prone to push someone off the bridge.
Here you are.
I can't be pushed.
Come for me.
Hey, look. I was thinking about it while I was planning the episode, right?
Bullshit.
I was like, I don't cracked on you for like 3 episodes in a row. It's time for you to catch me doing something crazy. I don't think you can. It's so easy to get you. And see what's
What do you mean doing something crazy?
Like, remember that time you came in the house and Alice had pissed you off and she hit you with the Remember that? It's just so theatrical with you. Listen, I can always bring up my own mess and talk trash about it. I swear to God, if you bring up what happened last night, Yo, I see that shit right on your face. No, I would never do that to you. I swear to God, I would never do that to you. You better not do it. Why you staring at me? Let's talk about the church lady I saw at the restaurant the other night. She so remind me of my mother. She was sitting over there with them motherfucking 1980.
She gave real Rosa Parks the back.
Hey, look, she looked a mess.
She had,
listen,
yeah.
She looked lonely.
I know she had to have a slip up under that daggone dress.
Yo, you ever see someone that's like sitting up against the corner and you afraid to approach them, but they probably the nicest people in the world, but you afraid to approach them because they probably crazy as shit?
No, the most annoying thing is you said she still dressed the same for when I was a kid. So that's what made me look at her like,
hey, what's so crazy, man? She was the nicest minister. And I'm telling you, like, if you going for a good message, she gonna really give it to you. But boy, her kids were so devilish, and they were so filled with the devil. The daughter, I think, was a hoe.
Not you think.
And I'm serious. She was a little freaky one. Every time we would come to church, because I wasn't out there like they was when we was going to church, the stories that I would hear during Sunday school would be crazy. And because Sunday school literally was in a separate building of the church, there wasn't that many adults over there. So they would be out there talking freely about just anything that they had done during the week. And I feel like every week it was something new with her daughter. So who was overseeing
Sunday school if the adults?
It was a couple older people, but they were they was oblivious to what that was being said.
Hey, that old?
Yeah, they weren't that old. Some of them still alive. No, but all of them are like my grandmother.
Okay. But no, it was.
But we know that because we in there. She's saying another lady had dementia. This is just the dementia church.
I'm not gonna laugh at that because that is one disease you don't fucking play with. Oh, this shit is disheartening. But it's the stockings. No, it's the stockings, the tights. Tights, stockings. It was all of it. Whatever the proper name. Pantyhose. That's what it is. That's what I wanted to say. It's the pantyhose. Them joints was like 6 shades lighter.
Speaking of pantyhose, which led to us thinking about when your grandmother had a slit in her pantyhose and she'd get that goddamn white out.
No, it was clear nail polish.
Well, yeah, with clear nail polish.
Because I used to put runs in mine, and my grandmother used to try to catch it.
Even though stockings was not that expensive, I never seen so many older women, boys, sacrifice the nail polish to not have to go to that store and buy another pack of puff.
He said that lady had a subscription.
Yo, I swear she was a part of the subscription base.
That color don't even look like they make it anymore.
And what's so crazy, like you can't find that many goddamn stocking areas inside stores anymore.
Gosh.
That is a dying market. But then my wife reminded me that the little young tenderoni skanks is still wearing a fishnet.
Tenderoni skanks.
That's what she said.
Absolutely not. Motherfucker, I said people wear fishnets and tights with the designs and stuff on them. Never the fuck did I say your daughter skank?
My daughter don't wear no tights.
She had something for her birthday.
My daughter ain't no skank. Oh, she did. You right.
And here you go, saying that shit.
Take it back. You know what I am a little disappointed at? That you've been sitting here for the last 10 minutes and ain't offering me none of that daggone ginger ale yet.
Why would I do that? Because you be drinking all my shit. Why I gotta get it?
I don't be drinking all your stuff. When I'm trying
my water.
Whose water was you drinking last night?
What? As all the time you take mine.
I said we are one.
I got your cup one time.
In that dining room, there's a wedding license. And that wedding license says when you become married, you are one. I am you, and you are me. So in that case, share the ginger ale, fool.
Absolutely not.
Okay. That didn't work. Thought I was gonna soften up her hands so she could pass that ginger ale over here. That's not fair. But okay. Got something else.
What's something else?
Let me get my phone.
You about to talk some more shit.
Why would I do that?
No, but you didn't even let us describe the outfit.
You want to describe
Yeah,
that
you
fit.
keep talking.
I'm not trying to
so
do that to
people
her.
can get the picture of
Okay,
what
get the picture.
I was saying.
Why are you scratching your head? Why are you doing that?
Because that's why I was like, it kind of gave me Mrs. Doubtfire and Rosa Parks because the hair was pinned back, but she had the long mid calf. Because it ain't come on, yeah, it was like mid calf.
Yeah, it was them joints that like you would see Sister Mary Clarence
with the three buttons. She had the blouse on and the cardigan.
Man, she looked old as hell.
With the collar, with the little ruffle. You know how the collar had a little...
She looked like she was lonely. And I kept telling my wife to do all the looking because she kept...
You kept saying, describing stuff, and I'm looking at her to see if it's the same thing from you talking about what it was like when you was a kid because you don't want to look in her direction or look at her. So I'm standing here literally, this is him, facing this way, and I'm like this.
Yeah. She just standing
and he's like, you gonna look twice because you just said something else that threw me off. Because, like, wow. I thought he was, like, gonna say, oh, yeah, like he did. I just don't know her name. I said, well, let's go ask her her name.
And what's so crazy?
This man had a whole conversation with this lady.
Never asked her name.
Twice!
Listen, and she told me
to
tell my grandmother, just say my name to her.
No, this is the hilarious thing. Me and him are having a conversation. He eventually goes to, like, shift me to the side. And I'm looking at him crazy, but he is, because his eyes, he got this dumb look on his face. And I'm like, the fuck is he looking? Is he like? But the whole time he is literally looking at this old lady who is looking at him. And I'm about to say, what the fuck you looking at? But he was like, you don't remember me. And that shit just made me go, oh. Because I surely was about to ask him, the fuck is you looking at? Because you just had...
I'm so glad she ain't do that. That lady would have pleaded the blood of Jesus on her. She might have laid her hands on her.
Because this shit threw me off.
I gotta watch what I'm doing.
Because you moved me. And I'm like, the fuck you moved me to look at the
First of all, I don't really believe that I moved you that hard because I felt like we were literally right at the fridge.
We were getting ready to move. And... she apparently was saying something and you moved me, but she was also saying, have y'all ordered, is what she was saying. And he moves me and he looks at her and I'm looking at like, yeah, I think for the old ones, because I was about to get it.
Look at her, man, always taking it too far. She already knew what it was. She saw that. Once she saw that lady with that blouse on, she instantly shut down. There was nothing she could possibly say. That lady don't fit our demographics. That chick look like she from motherfucking West Dakota. The hell you talking about?
West Dakota.
Yeah, she look like a nun. The ones that wear the little stocking piece in the middle of their heads. As a matter of fact, that's what she used to wear. She used to have her hair going. That's all.
Is that why I was going back?
She used to have a stick back there. She used to have that bun, and then she used to stick the little missionary thing right there on the back of her on the back of her head.
Cause she had the bun in the back.
She ain't have as much bun as she did back then.
It was like a row, like
yeah,
the size was kind of row.
That thing used to be locked and loaded. Now it's swooped and looped.
Long story short, this lady says, I'm not. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Just give me a hug. That's it. I'm like, she was like, okay, go ahead and tell me.
Fill me up.
And I'm like, she was like, just give me a hug anyway.
Boy.
But go ahead and tell me. And then you gonna literally tell her. And she's like, oh. And then she's saying the last name and she goes,
I'm not a Brooks.
All this. She's saying all this stuff. And she's like, yeah.
I didn't want to tell her Brooks he wasn't my grandfather. and his sister was not my aunt.
Hey, first conversation they're having. They're talking. She's saying all these people names to him first go round. Next time they link up to talk, she like, yeah,
This person died. This person got dementia.
Person died. And I told
And that's the one thing about old church people. They like the gossip media for the church. Cause she started telling me, "Oh, you remember such and such? Yeah, they had moved to North Carolina, and yeah, she got what your mama got, and yeah, that's what she died, and she just recently died, and yeah, your aunt recently was saying she was supposed to go on dialysis, and yeah, she said she wasn't gonna do it, but I said, girl, if you don't do it, you're gonna die." That's exactly how she said it.
She said, "You don't do it, you're gonna die." That was the way it was. You don't do it, you're gonna die. It was her face when she was saying it. I'm like, okay, man, did you get her name? No. And I don't want to ask her name because I don't want her to talk to me no more.
No.
Oh my God.
It's like, certain like sometimes like I'll be happy when I see people I haven't saw in a while, but then I hate when they try, like when you catching up with someone, you want to catch up with them over time. I don't want to have to be forced to rush my catch up with you all in like in all within minutes, and I feel like it's just too much for my brain to handle. That was a lot, dog. I'm serious.
But you put that on yourself.
Yes, I didn't have to, but I couldn't help myself. If you know somebody, it's either you do it or they gonna do it. And I feel like if I do it, I got more control over the conversation versus if I let them do it. Because when she reintroduced herself, she came and started telling me stuff that I didn't really care about. You see what I wanted to, I was hoping it was done from there. We would see her, see how bad she looked and how depressed she looked, and then crack on her. And then that'll be the last time we see her. But no, look, I even felt like I seen her in my peripheral when I was staring at the cakes. I seen her in my peripheral coming. I tried to contort my body so far over that counter so she would not come in my direction, and it did not work. Look, I even saw her fumble from the peripheral. It's like her feet twisted, and she was trying to gather herself from not literally hitting the floor. And I said, oh boy, I hope this turns her and keeps her going straight for the exit. But no, the moment that she locked eyes with me, she had got me, and there was nothing I could do.
You always locking eyes and having bromances and shit, and introducing people and shit.
All right, man. Coco Jones. Did you know Coco Jones before Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Why not?
Oh, so you knew her. I didn't know one bit of that girl. I just
thought
she was an actress.
She was on a show.
So when I first saw her on the show, I didn't know that she was who she was.
What show?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I didn't know she was a singer. I didn't know nothing. And then poof, the season is over and she just comes out and just starts blowing. She has like the best sum of any artist in the world. I couldn't like.
But I mean, that probably helped people know of her who didn't like you.
And I say this to say, that was like 2 years ago. And for her debut album just to be coming out now in April, you go. But Jesus, Coco, I wish you could have did this so you could be on your second album by now. Boy, these artists just take so much time to create magic. But
don't always. We don't know because we ain't in the music industry. But the way people make it seem like they can feel like a lot of stuff that they did was it and stuff like that, and their label be like, no, this ain't time because this person dropping, and if you drop with that person, you not gonna pop. And if this happened, then we need you to be focused on. We need this to put you there. So.
But I'm not saying I'm upset that it's taken 2 years. I just felt like the girl. This is no negative on her. For her not to have put out a debut album yet, and the amount of media traction I felt like I've seen her outside of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air over 2 years, that's amazing. So now I get the slow grind to get her. So now she got the name. Everyone knows her, and now she could pop out and show niggas. I ain't mad at that. I'm actually this was actually a congratulatory rant. I had to slow it down to make sure I got it all the way out right. Yeah. But for her not to have already put out one album, and I feel like I've heard the album, that's amazing. Because not only did she put that joint where she was getting rained on, and when she was at Broccoli Fest, where she was singing her ass off while it was pouring down, raining. He was giving them all sorts of visuals.
My food.
Oh.
The greens.
You came in here with the oven on?
The greens.
With your butt out, huh?
I didn't know you was going to be ready.
Okay, well.
Then you got it started.
Shoot, well, that's been episode, what's this, 6? Yep, episode 6 of Behind the Podcast. Hey, look, she exits. That's how she exited last episode. Maybe that's how we're going to end every episode of Behind the Podcast. It is Behind the Podcast, and we're giving you a behind-the-scenes look at what we talk about on a regular. That's what this joint is about, man. Hey, look, man, make sure you subscribe, rate, comment, share, and like. And we'll see you on the next episode of Behind the Podcast. We out. Peace.